Greetings, kids. I've already recorded this audio like 4 times, but all of them sound like garbage because I either sound like I'm dying, or I'm too tired, or I keep stumbling over my words. Again, this was gonna be again. Oh my god, my brain isn't working today. So this was originally going whatever this is. This was gonna be scripted, but then I disguided. Oh my, bruh. Okay, I don't know what that was. So, I can't talk today, apparently. I'm very sorry. So, okay. Zen place. Zen place. Okay. So, originally this video was going to be me ranting about why I gave Harkin so much symbolism related to roses and the Greek goddess Persephone. Long story, extremely hilarious, but also very spoiler-ridden, so I decided, no. um... And then I was gonna do one about the central theme of Fatalis, but then I realized, wait, isn't that also kind of spoilers? So, in short, I can't talk about very much without it spoiling a good portion of the story. So I'm just gonna talk about Harkin and Thatcher instead, because I drew a lot of Thatcher. And, well, I've been drawing him a lot for a bit ago, because I don't draw him very much. You know, I also don't draw, like, Jive and Raven very much, but I think that's also just because I am Raven, and, like, I know what we look like. So, you know, I know what we look like already, so it's kind of hard for me to draw, but, you know, I tried, you know, I tried to do it. I'm probably gonna try to draw Drive more, I promise. Maybe more Viv too, but moving on. Actually, talking about Harkin and Thatcher now. So, Thatcher, or opposite Vincent Thatcher, but nobody calls him Vincent, let's be honest here. Nobody does that. So, Thatcher is a side character, and he is not even meant to be in this story, honestly. And I don't mean that in the way that he's not, like, an important character. He's an important character, you know, but he's not supposed to be here in the sense that the reason he's connected to Jive, Raven, Viv, and Olsen's whole whatever is going on with them, it's purely incidental. The heck? My family's listening to some weird stuff outside, whatever. Okay, so, yeah, he is not even supposed to be connected to whatever is going on with those guys, but he just kind of is, because he's connected to Harkin. So hey, let's talk about that. So Thatcher has known Harkin for about 6 years, because Thatcher's in like his 30s and Harkin's like 27 years old. So, you know, they're best friends. But they originally met when Harkin was like 21, and when he was 21, you know, as all 21-year-olds are, we're all sad and scared and we all want to die. So, you know, Thatcher sees this kid, and keep in mind, Harkin was top of his class at the Delphine Police Academy, which is big accomplishment, especially in a very competitive field. And, you know, the whole city is kind of ridden with ungodly amounts of of murder and crime. So, you know, kind of a big thing. But Harkin is not like most other police officers. He's not like I'm just kidding, no, but he really isn't, because he's very shy and he's very timid and he doesn't really know how to speak his mind. He also doesn't, I don't think it's very clear to Thatcher that he doesn't understand being anything besides just like ridiculously kind. Like, he vouches for other police officers. He's just like talking a lot of people up, you know, just giving everybody an ego boost basically, and like, you know, that kind of thing. He's just very, very kind, and Thatcher notices this, and it's kind of off-putting to him, because it's just not what you would expect from a competitive field, a young kid, you know, stuff like that, top of his class, everything. It subverts his expectations of what they're typically like. So Thatcher's an intuitive guy, and he just gets the feeling Harkin doesn't know how to speak his mind, and that he can be a great police officer, he just doesn't fully know what he's doing, which, like, you know, none of us do. I don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what you're doing. I can guarantee that. If you're watching this video right now, you don't know what you're doing with your life, ever. But, yeah, it's a whole thing. So he takes, for better words, he takes Harkin under his wing, and he's kind of, you know, he's just, that's just what he does, you know. He saw that potential, and he knew that this kid just needs a way to speak his mind, and Thatcher's an outspoken guy, and stuff like that. Another small part of the reason also because Harkin is a very non-violent person, which I'm not going to say it's untypical for cops to be non-violent. As we all know, cops are typically very violent people. Look at any news report, but Harkin isn't. Like, it seems like he's too scared to even fire off a gun. Like, he's horrified of that kind of thing, which is also why it's so uncharacteristic for Harkin later on the story to have horrible wrath. But that is spoilers, so we're not going to go too much into that. I would say Thatcher serves as both a best friend and also kind of a mentor figure to Harkin, not so much a parental figure. I mean, like, I wouldn't say Harkin has parental issues. I mean, don't we all? But just because he has a bit of an estranged relationship with his parents, but not a necessarily bad one. He just has two divorced parents, and he doesn't talk to them very often, and an older brother, but it doesn't, in fact, affect his life too much. So, Thatcher is like a mentor figure, kind of just teaching him stuff in general, and also, his best friend. I always joke that Harkin is Thatcher's gay son, and honestly, that is basically exactly what their dynamic is. You have the straight dad and the gay son. So basically, oh my god, wait a minute, is that just Ida and Luz? Did I just, yeah, I probably just did that. Also, this is totally off. This isn't even like Harkin and Thatcher, but I just realized that I based Harkin and Olsen like so much off of the dynamic that happened with Lumity because like an extroverted person who doesn't mind speaking their mind is a lot more joyful and is very set in their self-image, kind of quirky and bouncy and happy most of the time, meets this kind of sad, loner-ish person who is very insecure and has trouble expressing themselves and doesn't really like themselves, and the quirky person is like a bisexual disaster, and their positive influence makes the gay disaster, or I guess lesbian disaster in Amity's case, realize, oh my god, I can be happy. So, yeah, if that ain't just Harkin and Olsen, just give me one more example. Give me one more. Okay, it doesn't have that same like bully to friends trope, but like, it doesn't have to be exact, you guys. Okay. Um, yeah, that's basically it. I kind of based Thatcher off of Princess Celestia now that I realize, just with the whole mentor and also like friend figure. So that's interesting. Take that as you will. I like My Little Pony, shocker. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's all I really want to say here. Hopefully this audio doesn't suck, or I'm gonna have to re-record this. I want to die. Have a good day. Man.